For the sake of becoming wise, men read books, but I say, read me. My life is like an open book, ready to be read. I didn't spend my childhood lost in huge and boundless dreams. My dreams were simple: go to school, come back home, and play with my younger sister, who was just a year younger than me. The yard in our compound was more than enough for us to play. Most of the time, the game ended with her winning. Many who knew her believed she would one day make America proud of her contribution to football. But my mom didn't share that hope. She didn't like our football games. Perhaps her childhood shaped her view. My mom is African, born in the land of warriors, Ethiopia. She often told me stories about Ethiopia, especially about Emperor Menelik, who changed the white people's perception of black Africans. She told me about the Ethiopian victory over Italy in 1896 at the Battle of Adwa, won in just 6 hours. Because of her stories, I feel Ethiopian deep in my heart, even though I was born in the USA. My mom never returned to Ethiopia after leaving as a refugee and moving to America. The most astonishing thing is my father's heritage. He is Italian. In his years, my father was involved with the mafia and many tried to kill him, including the government. He then escaped to America. My parents met while working as janitors at a certain company. People who break free from the chains of their ancestors' brutality are truly blessed. For the blessed, there is no yesterday or tomorrow. Yet, sometimes, when my parents argue about their homelands, a thin thread of nationalism surfaces as fragile as a hair. Our names reflect this divide. I am Alberto, an Italian name, while my sister's name is Misraq, Ethiopian name. Misraq means origin of blessings or source of light. I don't remember even looking into a mirror as a child. I never looked at myself going to school or coming home. My sister was my mirror, the one God blessed me with. I saw myself through her eyes. Usually, our dad took us to school and mom brought us back home. Neither of us liked school. The day we hated most was Monday, because that meant school. Sometimes, when I imagined a life without my sister, I felt like escaping into some unknown place rather than face school alone. One day, after school, while my dad was taking us home, 3 men dressed in black suddenly sped up and blocked our path. They jumped out and grabbed us. They were friends of someone my father had killed during his mafia days. We trembled with fear. I glanced at my sister. Her face was pale and ghost-like, filled with terror, like a rat staring down a cat. I saw my father, his hands bound by chairs. He smiled at me, a strange smile I now understood was his farewell. Moments later, he was shot 7 times in the face. His blood splattered across my sister's face. We screamed, but our cries were like nightmares heard only by ourselves. After driving for a while, they dumped us on a street. Agony overwhelmed me. I fainted. When I woke up 4 days later, I found myself in a hospital. The moment I opened my eyes, I read the heartbreaking news. My sister had died at the accident scene. Later, on TV, I learned my mother had been killed at home that same day. 4 days. Just 4 days. How long can 4 days feel? In those 4 days, I became utterly alone. No father, no mother, no sister, no friend, no place to go. Just wandering desperately into the unknown. I walked for a long time, exhausted, and finally sat on the gate of Habshan's restaurant. Someone who had visited us years ago found me there. Tears rolled down his cheeks as he took me to the restaurant and then to his home. When he called his wife and children, they welcomed me with a warmth and laugh. Their kindness stabbed my heart like a knife. reminding me of what I had lost. Afraid of losing them too, I left their home. I was drowning in nostalgia for my family every moment. Now, I am a man of the streets, with nothing left to lose. I fear nothing. People bring me necessities out here. The only thing I ever asked for was a mirror. After God took my mirror away, I begged strangers to bring me one, and a Russian woman did. Every moment I look into that mirror, not out of vanity, but from a deep yearning for my family. I search my face for traces of them. My chin belongs to my mother. I remember her hugging and kissing it when I came home. Even now, I feel her lips on my chin. On my shoulder, there is a scar left by my father's belt, once given when I angered him. I touch it gently and feel his presence beside me, as if he still sits there disciplining me. My chest bears the mark of my sister. When she scored against me during football games, she would dig her nails into my chest. When I touch it gently, I feel her near, as if she is still here with me. Sins done out of love are better than reverence and sacrifices without it. The sun rises, the sun sets, many summers have passed, yet I remain on the streets watching people come and go. I have lived here for 10 years, waiting for my family.